Hi there. Today we'll be looking at the Crosman 38T. This is the second variant, which was made between 1973 and 1976 and is reminiscent of the revolvers that the police carried way back when, before they switched off to the Glock pistols. This is the Canadian edition, which is signified by this sticker here, and it says it's made for Canada, which means that the velocity will be limited to 495 feet per second. It's the difference between the second variant and the first is that the second has plastic sights and plastic cylinder. It is a 6-shot revolver. It's a single and double action, and the recommended pellets for this is the Crosman Super Pel, which is no longer made, seeing that this was made way back in 1976. Right now I'm using the Crosman pointed pellets, which is this guy here in 22 caliber. The T in the 38T designation stands for target, and we'll be checking that out to see how accurate it is. It weighs approximately 2 pounds 10 ounces, and it is 11 3/4 inches in length. The sights, as I said before, are plastic. There's a ramp to the front with a squared off notch, and the rear sight is also a squared off notch in it. So this is a squared off ramp and a squared off notch. The rear is adjustable for both windage and elevation by 2 screws. This one here for the elevation, and this one here for windage. They are both metal screws. The trigger is made of metal, not plastic, which is something good. Seeing that it is a double action, and the trigger pull would be quite heavy. The trigger pull is listed as combat quality, which will be anywhere between 5.5 to 8.5 pounds. The barrel is made of steel, rifled steel. It's 6 inches long, with 10 lands, with a 1 in 16 right hand twist. As I said before, the trigger pull is listed as combat quality. The power source is one CO2 12-gram cartridge, which goes in the handle. So this plastic handle here pops off and it goes in there, and there's a screw which you can access by either a screwdriver or a coin to loosen or tighten it. The manual lists shots per fill at approximately 45. We'll be testing that out also. As I said before, it's quite hefty. I've been using this little magnet to test out the various metal parts, and which is plastic. So the plastic parts are the sights, the cylinder where the shots go into, the handle grips are also plastic, and there is what is called a pellet loader, which you use to, it's a spring loaded plastic pellet loader, which you have to pull back or depress to load the pellets inside. as I said before, it's both single and double action. But one thing I must point out, that you have to be extremely careful if you have one of these guns, or if you intend buying one, is that there is no safety in it. The Crosman recommend that you pull back the hammer slightly until you hear the first click before handling the gun. Now, this does not prevent it from firing if the trigger is pulled. So if there's a pellet lodged inside either the cylinder or in the barrel, it could fire off. Not only that, they suggest that you empty out the cylinder and make sure that the barrel is clear. You can fire it in a safe position to make sure that there's nothing there. There's also what is called Pellet Aperture, which is located right here. I don't know if you can see it, but the problem with this, you can they tell you can look down that aperture to see if pellets are in the cylinder. The only problem in that is that when you are looking down that aperture, the barrel of the gun is facing you, so I would not recommend that you use that. Instead, you can use either a safety pin or a paper clip, and rotate the cylinder and just push the paper clip through the hole, and if there are pellets there, you will push it into the pellet loader. First of all, you'll have to depress that and then shake it loose until it comes out, and do that for all 6 pellets. I have an idea to make a trigger stop that would go here, and I will be showing that in another video pretty soon. To load the cylinder, you will depress the pellet loader like this and just pop the pellet into the opening, and it goes in like that. To take it back out, you pull the pellet loader back, point the gun slightly upward, turn it over and shake it loose, and it comes out. Now if there's a pellet jammed inside the barrel, you'll have to use a cleaning rod to push it out. You can also take the barrel housing off, and there's one screw here, right there, that you back out, and there's a grub screw at the top that you back out, and then this comes off, and then you can pull the barrel out and either clean it or take the pellet out. So that's it for now. I hope you enjoyed this. You can click like, share, subscribe in order that you can see more videos. Until next time, take care and shoot safe. It's Peter, out.